All right, good evening. This is lesson 4-6, so thanks for tuning in. Once again, I bet you'll never guess who my guest is. Say hi.
Ben.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you just all you say is hi. I think they recognize your voice by now. But anyway, we're going to be talking about solving equations that have fractions in them. So the cool thing about this lesson is that there is absolutely nothing new in this lesson. Solving equations is not new. We've been doing that for a while now. So they're going to be one-step equations where we're adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing on both sides. Okay, and fractions aren't terribly new. We've been doing that the last several days. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be solving equations where essentially we're adding or subtracting fractions to both sides. So let's get right into it. You ready, Ben?
Yep.
Okay. So let's take an example problem, and let's start with an equation like this. N plus 1/3 is equal to,
That's a little thick.
That is a little thick. Let's turn that down a
Yeah,
little bit. Let's just switch colors. Let's switch to yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so N plus 1/3 is equal to 11/12. All right. So to solve this, like any other equation, we have to get the n by itself, right? So we have to get rid of a 1/3. What's the opposite of adding 1/3?
Subtracting.
Right, subtract 1/3. So subtract 1/3 from both sides. Okay, nothing new there. That's exactly what we did when we were solving equations before. We get a cool little fruit ninja right here, right? Plus 1/3 minus 1/3 will give us just n. Okay.
Yep.
Now on the right side, in order to take 11/12 minus 1/3, now we've just got to get an equivalent fraction. We've got to get a like denominator.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we've been talking about the last couple days. Let's go ahead and shrink this down. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get a common denominator. And if you look at 12 and 3, both of them go into 12. That's the LCM of the two denominators. So the lowest common denominator for this problem
Is 12.
Is 12, right? The top was already 11/12. We're subtracting.
4.
Right, now 3 goes into 12 4 times, so you have to multiply the 1 times 4. So we're going to do 11/12. That minus kind of got lost there. Let's change the color.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good,
minus 4/12. And 11/12 minus 4/12 is equal to what? 11 minus 4?
7.
7/12.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're combining our skill with solving equations with what we've been learning about fractions. And that's pretty much all there is to these. Let's try another one.
Showing work does help.
Showing work is absolutely mandatory for these questions. All right, I'm going to try to squeeze one in down here in the corner down here. So let's try 2/5 plus a is equal to 13/20. Okay, and so again, to get rid of the 2/5, we're going to subtract 2/5 from both sides. And if I want to cheat over here, all right, I'm going to subtract 2/5, but instead of having to rewrite it, I don't have a lot of room over here. Could I just change it into an equivalent fraction right here?
Yes.
Sure. All right, so let's change the bottom. Instead of, this is the same fraction, we're still subtracting 2/5, but let's go ahead and change it right now by multiplying the top and bottom by 4, right? So we'll make the bottom 20, and the top will be minus 8. All right, over here on the left now, switch to pink. What happens? The 2/5 cancel out, and I'm left with just,
A.
let's keep it in pink. That's actually kind of cool. Like the Pink
Nice.
Panther.
Didn't.
And yeah, there you go again. And third, it's not Pink Panther though. We made it a little darker.
Yeah.
13 minus 8 is 5, I believe, 5/20. And then, like we often have to do, 5 over 20 can be reduced. 5 goes into both of those. What can I reduce that down to?
1/4.
1/4 is correct.
Don't forget to simplify.
That's right. Never forget to simplify. Always we want things simplified to lowest terms. Now, we could also be messing around with mixed numbers. Okay? So let's try another one. This time let's throw in a mixed number to the problem. Okay? Suppose that we have 2 3/8. Okay? And we're going to subtract x. Well, I don't want to do that. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's a little unnecessarily
It's
complicated.
A little, yeah.
Well, here, let's just do this. Let's do 2 1/3. Let's do x minus 2 1/3
That's a weird
is
looking
equal. I know is equal to 1 3/7. This will be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's move this. Oops, sorry. Let's move this over a little bit so we got a little bit more room here.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little
All right.
stuck in the corner.
You ready?
Mhm.
So what do I have to do to both sides?
Subtract 2 and 1/3 from both sides.
Careful.
I mean, add.
Right. We're trying to get rid of subtraction, so we're going to add 2 and 1/3 to both sides of this fraction.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is going to take a little bit more work, so let's not cheat on this one. Let's go ahead. All right, so we're going to do this. Obviously, I get Fruit Ninja over here, and I get X, and so the left side's already done. There. I did half the work, now you did the other half.
All right.
That's not very fair, is it?
No.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's our common denominator here on this right side? We got to add these two mixed numbers together. By the way, I already know that it's going to be 3 and something, right?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea to write that down right now so we don't forget about it.
Yeah.
So I need to fix the fractions. What do 7 and 3 both go into?
21.
Excellent, 21.
And if they're not equal, you probably usually multiply.
Worst case scenario, you can always multiply them and use the rule of 4. Okay, 7 goes into 21.
So,
7 goes into 21
Three
3
times.
times.
Okay.
So multiply the top by 3 and you're going to get 9. Okay, and 3 goes into 21 7 times, so multiply the top by 7, you get 7. Now, if you like to do rule of 3, that's actually what we just did here. We had 3 sevenths and we had 1/3, and we're multiplying them together. What did we do? Well, we started out by multiplying 7 times 3 is 21, and then we did the crisscross. 7 times 1 was 7, and 3 times 3 was 9. That's exactly the, notice those are exactly the numerators I just got, and 9 plus 7 is 16 over 21. Now let's not forget that we had that 3 from before. So it's 3 and 16 over 21. Now 16 and 21 are not prime numbers, but there's no common factors, so that's actually the simplest form. Okay, so you can add, subtract fractions and mixed numbers to both sides of the equations. And so what this is really going to be is a good chance to practice working with fractions and mixed numbers, practice doing some carrying and some borrowing, and some extra practice solving equations. So this is just a really great lesson to kind of tie in a lot of the things that we've been thinking about. And by the way, Ben is actually in my pre-algebra class, but these are the same kinds of skills that we use in pre-algebra too.
yeah, it's hard to not.
Yeah,
do it
this is
without
really
work.
important. And I think Ben said the most important line of the video, and that is, what is absolutely crucial to doing these and doing them well is to do what?
Show your work.
Show all your work. Yep, show it very
Show it.
clearly and neatly, and circle your final answers. So thanks a lot for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. And so once again, this is Mr. Gunn saying thanks for watching the video. And there again is Ben Gillig.
Don't forget that.
Is it 2 L's?
Yep.
Yep, Ben Gillig.
It's not Gilligan.
Not Gilligan. Not yet, anyway. All right, not till he takes that 3-hour
Island.
cruise. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in class tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.